Alright, so in this video I'm gonna talk about some mistakes that beginners make, and I'm not gonna talk about, oh, you don't know how to train, you don't know how to perform a certain exercise, because it's fucking clear that you don't know how to planche or how to handstand yet because you're a beginner. So I'm gonna try to not include training related stuff. As I said, it's obvious that you don't know how to manage volume and intensity. It's obvious that you don't know how to do a handstand yet. This is more like psychological mistakes and mistakes that you do around your workout. Not really workout related, but this will for sure influence your performance. I have some notes on my phone. It's not really a script. I'm gonna talk 90% freely on this video, so let's go. The first one is ignoring recovery and sleep. Because you're a beginner, you'll see potentially more gains and you will be able to recover faster from your workouts because you don't do such a high intensity. You don't know how to manage your workout in a way that you are squeezing every point of strength from your muscles. Therefore, you're gonna be able to recover faster, maybe also have a higher frequency. Some beginners are very excited about their progress, about their new journey, and they go to the park or to the gym every day and train every single day for months and months and months, and that's clearly not sustainable on the long term. Also, a lot of beginners think about only their workout and not their recovery, sleep and nutrition, and they only focus on the workout. They want to learn 3 easy calisthenics skills for beginners. They want to learn how to handstand, how to put muscle mass, how to do a muscle up, and so on and so on. But they don't do their research for nutrition, for sleep, for stress management, for recovery, for injury prevention, and so on. So my advice is to train 3 to 5 times per week, maximum 5 times if you're a beginner, to sleep at least 8 hours and get really high quality sleep, no phone before bed, no meals 2 hours before bed, dark room, cold room, and when you wake up, definitely go and stay 10 minutes in the sun, because this is gonna help you to regulate your circadian rhythm. This also helps me a lot. Every time I go out 10 minutes in the sun, when I wake up, I'm literally sleeping 1 to 2 hours faster at night. Try to learn how to manage volume and intensity, because this way you can also recover faster. But you can also do your research about how to recover from your workout, how to prevent injuries, how to do stretching, how to do all of this stuff, because everything is important. The second point is nutrition. As I said, everyone focuses only on the workout, and not only beginners do this mistake, also high level athletes do this mistake, which is about nutrition. To make it very simple, because you're probably a beginner watching this video, eat as many whole foods as you can. This means no processed food, no fast food, no sweets, no sugar drinks. You can drink white monsters, that's not a problem, you see. Try to keep your protein pretty high, at least 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram if you're bulking, and at least 2 to 2.5 grams of protein per kilogram if you are cutting. In order to bulk, you need to have a slight calorie surplus. You don't really want to dirty bulk in calisthenics. You shouldn't do it in the gym either, but especially in calisthenics, because you want to put muscle, but you also want to stay as light as possible and don't put too much fat, because the exercise will just get harder and harder. So 200 to maybe 400 calorie surplus, at least 1.5 grams of protein, and that's it. For cutting, it depends on how bulky or obese you are. If you are pretty obese, you can cut at least 500 calories, but don't try to do a pretty aggressive cut, because it's harder to maintain on long term. So you can start with 300 calories, for example. Oh, and also fats. Don't ignore fats. Eat at least 1 gram of fat per kilogram, because you want your hormones to properly function. The fourth thing is choosing too many goals at once. I know it's overwhelming. You just started out, you saw someone do a handstand, oh, it's cool. You learn about some other calisthenics skills. You find out about front lever, about planche, about Maltese, about one arm pull up, one arm handstand, muscle ups, etc. It's an infinity of exercises that you can do in calisthenics, literally. But don't try to pick too many goals, and don't work towards 5 things at the same time, especially if you're a beginner. You will not be able to do that. Stick with the basics, do at least 15 pull-ups, 20 dips, 30 push-ups before starting skills training. Focus on the basics, then you can choose 1 or 2 skills that you can work on. The next thing is rushing the process. Again, I know you want to do handstands, planches, yeah, they are cool, they are very impressive skills, but you need to understand this thing. You're a beginner, you don't have the strength, the coordination, the knowledge, the conditioning to do these skills. So stop jumping into straddle Malteses when you can't hold a proper advanced tuck planche. Stop trying front lever holds when you barely do 10 pull-ups. Take everything progressively and try to not rush the process. Getting skills like the planche can take from 2 months or even 1 month literally, or it can also take like 2-3 years depending on your height, on your weight, on your genetics, on the way you train. And yeah, let's move to the next point, which is comparing yourself to others, especially on social media. And I'm gonna give you 2 examples. Let's say you are 1m65, 1m70, like on average height, 70 kgs, maybe you are a bit bulky, you have a higher body fat, and you see me, you see Nathan, you see Valentin, you see Kalisthenics, you see all of these athletes doing insane combos, and you are 1 year into your journey and you can only do a handstand and a 3-second front lever hold. Don't try to compare yourself to those athletes, because first, you don't know their background and they worked very hard to get these skills. They worked maybe 10 plus years to get these insane planche combos, and they for sure invested a lot in their knowledge. So if you are 1 year, 2 years, even 3 years into calisthenics, don't get mad or sad because you don't have a high level. It's completely fine and normal, so don't worry. The second example that I want to give you is especially for taller guys and heavier guys, because everyone uses this excuse. Yeah, of course Nathan can planche, he's 161 centimeters and 58 kgs. It's not about that. Yeah, for sure it helps, but that's clearly not an excuse. And I've seen some other comments like on some reels, a guy was showing a very stupid planche exercise that has literally no logic. I was explaining why that planche exercise is bad, and another guy in the comment is, yeah, of course you can planche with doing elastic bands and progressive overload. You are 1 meter and 60 centimeters. So what if you are 1 meter or 3 meters? The progressions and the methodology is literally the same. You don't need to find shortcuts or excuses. Also, another thing on social media, you are seeing on social media only what that guy wants you to see. For sure he failed 2000 times before doing that 1-arm handstand, that perfect 10 seconds 1-arm handstand hold, but he's showing only that to you, and yeah, don't get overwhelmed. This one is a pretty funny one, and for sure some of you guys are doing it, and it's about spending too much money on gear and basically not needing or using anything. At the beginning you don't really need to get the best P bars or to get 3 different types of bars, like very low ones for handstands or Maltese, and then slightly higher ones for being able to do deep push-ups, and then medium ones to be able to do. Guys, you don't need it. You don't need a static bar. You don't need 3 types of P bars. You don't need 200 elastic bands and wrist wraps and elbow sleeves. And no, just for at least for your first 6 months, just go to the park, use what's there, try to find a good park with good P bars and a good straight bar, because that's all you need. Just go there for 6 months, don't buy anything, and work completely with your body weight. After that, yeah, you can get a pair of low P bars to be able to get easier into the tuck planche position, to be able to get easier into the handstand position and so on. But please don't buy like $500 worth of equipment if you just started out. My recommendations are Gorletic, Via Fortis, or literally if you're a beginner, just go and buy $30 wooden P bars from Amazon or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Get like the 5 kg elastic band for warm up, the 15 kg one and the 25 kg one, so you can do elastic bands progressions. The last point of this video is relying on motivation instead of relying on discipline. Because you are a beginner, you are more motivated than ever, but some people, even in this position, they go to the workout just when they feel like going to the workout. For example, it's Monday, oh my god, I'm feeling very good, I had a good night's sleep, I want to go to the park and do handstands today. And then they are sore for 2 days, or they have more work than usual and they are pretty sore, and they're, "Oh, I'm not going to the park today, I feel pretty sore, maybe tomorrow," etc. Then Sunday comes, a sunny day, everyone is going to the park. "Oh, I'm going to the park today, everyone is coming, I'm gonna hit like a very nice workout, it's sunny." It doesn't work like that. You need to build discipline and for sure consistency. This was the video. It was only talk, no workout, nothing, literally just me sitting in front of the camera with almost zero edit. It's easier for me to do videos in this way, and I think I have more originality if I do them this way instead of trying to do 200 cuts and 500 types of edits and transition just to get your attention. If you want to watch the video till the end, you'll watch it anyway because the information is good and it will for sure help you. If this is the case, if this video helped you, if you liked what I said for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know how long it is, you can subscribe and watch the other videos on the channel. See you.